Hi guys, it's the Story Lady Tiwa show here again, and quick one. Today the key word is focus. I remember last year March, around this time last year, we had this conference in church tagged Accelerate. It was so powerful, and I remember Daddy Reverend Larkin giving us this very insightful illustration, and he did something like this on the wall with his hand, kept putting his palms on the wall, explaining how some of us are everywhere. So we don't leave a mark, we don't make an impact in a particular area. We do this and then we move, and then we want to try this, we want to try that. At the end of the day, we don't end up leaving our marks because it's just going like this. There's no pressing in. Now, when he gave that illustration, I knew that he was talking to me. Like, if there's anybody that has been everywhere, it is me. Around that time, I got an online job opportunity, and then God clearly told me, I will bless it. Not that I'm not going to bless it, but this is going to be your Ishmael because it is not my plan for you. Wow. I was like, sometimes when you hear God's voice, you'll be like, did God speak? Did God not speak? This one was clearly God's voice. And I didn't do it anyway because I lost my peace. I totally lost my peace about it. So this is not the kind of thing that you share with people, because they'll be like, are you crazy? Give me car. Don't you know people are looking for jobs? Please, if you're part of those people, hold it. Just like this. The way of the kingdom is different, right? So at that time, I thought I had everything figured out. I had always known writing was big for me, and then business. Like, I've always known that I was called into writing and business, and those ones were settled within me. But suddenly, upon return from NYC, everything went blank. Like, no income, nothing. I was desperate to do something. My business was not meant to launch then. It was to launch in August that year. And when it eventually even launched, disaster. Hey God. All the millions that I planned to make in 2022, everything to the wind. So there was this period last year, I think it started in April. 4 months from that April. So April, May, June, July. Either I started in March or in April. I think it was in April though. So 4 months like that, it was like I was in darkness. I couldn't do anything. Everything was just bleak. I was frustrated. I was depressed. I was sad. I couldn't even do anything. Like, I couldn't even write. That's how bad it was. And I couldn't read. I remember the beginning of last year, 2022, and God told me that I should be active. It was an instruction that I should be active on social media. He had told me what to do. I had an idea of what I was supposed to be doing on social media. But I said, Mom, this one is too much for me. And I don't like social media. Guys, this one I'm even consistent. Is a miracle on its own, because I am not a fan of social media. It's tiring. I would rather read than be here. I would rather mention other things. Well, okay. My idea of fun is not your idea of fun, so my idea of fun is thinking. Anyway, so I did not want to, and I was like, I don't like it here. So I struggled with that, and I ended up not doing anything on social media. Like, I'll say, okay, all right, I'll get active today, but I will not even do anything. So trust God now. God will never force you. He just kept nudging me at intervals, and I just didn't pay attention to that. And I was just like, the fear, the whole burden. How was I supposed to get active? Do you know the stress involved in all of this stuff? God, no, tell me to do something else. So I was still everywhere, basically. One day I will say, okay, God, I'm going to obey you, I'm going to trust you, I'm going to do what you want me to do. And then the next day I will just see another offer or something else, and I'm jumping to it. You understand? And I'm like, lost. The mistake I made was I was not focusing in a particular area, especially the area that he told me to. And the funny thing, see how God works so miraculously. He had raised a source of provision for me. So money was like the least of my concerns, honestly. Basically, my needs were met, came through, just so that I could focus on what he has told me to focus in that season. Apparently, that was a season to gain mastery. So really, it's not about wishing. You have your own role to play. You got to do. You play an active part in bringing your dreams to reality. Like it or not, trials will come, normal. In 2022, they couldn't have told me that, because I'm like a praying Christian. It's a lie. Which trials? But now I know better, because the kind of trials I saw, it made me depressed. Whenever I went through any form of trials, I was just like, so it's just further depress me. Then it make me stop whatever it was I was doing. Do you get that? But this year, somebody said this year I've learned to move irrespective. I see my videos and my stories that I will spend hours crafting. I will write, I will say, yes, this is it. This is a story of substance. I will now be seeing 4 likes, 5 likes, 10 views. Hey! that veil that has been placed over me. Oh yeah, remove in the name of Jesus. I'm like, don't y'all appreciate my works? My hard work. So does it get to me? Yes. See, there's blood running through my veins, and this flesh and my spirit, they will always be at war. So of course my flesh likes everything good. So yes, it does get to me. Discouragement has come in many ways, but see, there's no time to pay attention to any rubbish feelings that will come and rob us of God's goodness. And it will also help to know that even if I get 1,000,000 likes, however good that feeling is, and trust me, it's a very good feeling, that shouldn't be a motivator for progress. Irrespective, God is my approver. God is your approver. God should be your approver. I had to prayerfully sit down and map out plans late last year / this year. I had to prayerfully sit with God and ask questions regarding my purpose. What have you called me to do? What am I supposed to be doing now? What is that talent or that art or that skill that I have been looking down on but will change lives? And guess what? Answers came, and as I walked, it became clearer. Keep walking in purpose. Clarity comes. Trust me. Go and ask the likes of the people that listen to God without even getting the whole picture. As you walk, clarity comes. And even till now, I keep mapping daily, monthly, quarterly to check. Am I on track? Am I aligned? Is this what you would have me doing this season? And I keep asking questions. Am I successful? Oh yes. Do I have all the money in the world? No. So why did I say I'm successful? Because success is not in the numbers. It is in obedience to God's instruction. See, your definition of success is very important, and it has to be right. That's where many of us miss it. And so when the likes and the views and the attention doesn't come, we start feeling depressed. No. As long as your definition of success aligns with God's definition of success, you're on the right track. And all you got to do is obey His instructions. Consider this season of obscurity as one where you're being developed, where you're being built character-wise and skill-wise in preparation for the time when you will be in the limelight. Skill-wise, limelight. Still right. Okay. All these videos and your creation and every creativity that you have, one day everybody will see it. And they will bless lives. We'll all blow last. Sorry, we'll blow. No, I'll not blow. Even notion is confession, negative confession. Say blow. The enemy, because the enemy doesn't understand the blow. The blow I mean is I'll be famous, not that I'll go and blow up and explode. Please let me not, to be safe, let me not just use the word. We'll all be famous. We'll all be famous last. But for now, chill and obey faithfully. Focus on what you're called to do. Don't be everywhere. Don't be scattered. Be where the Father is. Be ready to pay the price of your dreams. Sweat it out now. Now is the time. And you see, that's one of the beauties of rest. We focus in the place of rest because we can discern accurately what the Master requires of us. So get that word from God on who you are to be and what you are to do. Because when the storm comes, and it will come, that word is what will keep you grounded. Alright, and that's all I have for you guys today. It's your girl TSL Tiwa Show.